In fleet management, there's only one reality every operator faces. No matter how hard you try, you can't control everything. You can't control traffic. You can't control fuel price hikes. You can't control a client's sudden change in delivery schedules. You can't even control how even your drivers behave on the road. But here's the problem. Many fleet owners and operation managers spend most of their energy stressing on these things they can't control. And in doing that, they lose focus on what they can control, like their systems, their visibility, their responses, and their data. Today, I want to talk to you about the mindset shift that separates struggling fleet operations from scalable, efficient ones. And it is in focusing on what's within your control and building systems around it. So let's be honest. In logistics, uncertainty is part of the game. A driver can wake up late, a truck can break down unexpectedly, a customer can move the goalposts, fuel prices can spike overnight, and if you're not careful, you will spend your whole day reacting, putting out fires instead of leading your operations. But here's the truth. Control in fleet management doesn't mean predicting everything. What it means is preparing for anything. When you focus on what's outside your control, like market conditions, government policies, or other people's decisions, you get frustrated. But when you focus on what is inside or within your control, like data, preventive maintenance, driver visibility, process discipline, you begin to get results. Like I say always, telematics isn't about tracking vehicles. It's about tracking what's in your control. I have seen this in real fleet operations. When a fleet manager loses focus, operations starts to struggle. Drivers get away with indiscipline because nobody's watching the reports closely. Preventive maintenance gets skipped because management is too busy. The company starts making decisions based on emotions, not data. And slowly, you start losing grip of the things you could have managed easily. For example, you can't control the traffic on Third Mainland Bridge. But here's what you can control. You can control how early your dispatches leaves the plant and how dynamically you reroute vehicles using telematics alerts. You can't control the price of diesel. But here's what you can do. You can control how efficiently your drivers use it. And that's what telematics does. It gives you visibility into harsh brake, harsh acceleration, and fuel theft. Another one is that you can't control how fast the client processes payment, but you can control your delivery performance metrics so that your service remains indispensable. So it's very important to start focusing on the things you can control, because when you stop reacting and you start managing what is in your control, you reduce chaos and you build consistency. I know the question in your mind is, what then is within our control? So let's define what's truly in your control as a telematics-driven fleet operator. So let me give you a list, right? Number one is your data interpretation. And you know numbers don't lie, but you must read them correctly. Number two is your maintenance culture. Every breakdown that surprises you is one you probably ignored the early signs. So you can control that, right? Number three is driver monitoring. Through telematics, you can measure driver behavior and use the data to coach them for better performance. The next one is your operational training. Dispatch timing, route optimization, Jofes alerts are all within your control. The next one is your client's communication. Proactive updates, ETA transparency, and proof of delivery. All these builds trust. So now imagine this. Every fleet manager has the same challenges, but not every fleet manager has the same focus. Winners focus on what's manageable and measurable. Losers focus on what is unpredictable and emotional. So my question to you today is, what and where is your focus? Because that's what will determine whether you're a winner in this telematics-driven operation or whether you're a loser. So now let's talk about how to shift from reacting to leading your operations with calm and with control. Step number one is to audit your focus. And this is so simple. Look at your last 5 operational meetings. How many of the issues discussed were within your team's control? If more than 50% weren't, that's a signal. And it's a signal that you're focusing too much on external noise. Step number 2, build data-driven systems. The reality is that you can't control every driver, but you can control your system's level of automation. You can set up alerts for route diversion, speed violations, idling. You can automate reminders for maintenance schedules. Just let technology handle what emotions used to. Step number 3, coach instead of complain. You can't control how your drivers behave on day one, but you can control how you train and follow up. And the beauty of telematics is that it gives you the data to do your weekly coaching sessions and use that same data to celebrate improvement, not just to punish errors. And that mindset shift needs to happen. Step number 4, prepare, don't panic. When fuel scarcity hits or the client delays delivery instructions, don't panic, plan, control your internal processes, backup routes, refueling partners, and use real-time dashboards. When you focus on preparation instead of panic, your team, and I mean your entire team, feels safer, clearer, and more productive. So you see, the best fleet operations don't eliminate uncertainty, they manage it. And when you master what is in your control, your downtime drops, your fuel costs stabilizes, your driver behavior improves, your client's confidence grows. Why? Because control builds credibility. Clients trust operators who stay calm under pressure, who make data-backed decisions even in crisis. So here's my challenge for you today. Write down 3 things in your operations you can't control. And this is what you should do. Release them. And then list 3 things you can control. And then build a system or process around them this week. Remember, you can't control everything in logistics, but you can control how intelligently you run it. And that's the edge that separates ordinary fleet managers from transformational ones. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, remind yourself, if you focus on the things you can't control, you lose focus on what's within your control. But when you master your focus, you master your fleet. So this is my ask. If this message resonated with you, share it with another fleet owner or fleet operations manager who is ready to take control of their data and efficiency. And if you are serious about scaling your telematics strategy, why don't you connect with us at Salcoms, where we help you transform tracking into real operational control. Stay focused, stay data-driven, and remember, your greatest power in fleet management is what you choose to control. My name is Shino Salako, a fleet management expert, and thank you for joining me today.